Hey, tech aficionados! Ever tried to explain your job to a non-techie and ended up sounding like a wizard from a low-budget fantasy film? I harnessed the power of the silicon crystal to summon the World Wide Web. Well, no capes today, just straight-up tech news delivered with a side of humor. Buckle up for a brain tickle because we're diving headfirst into the fresh digital soup of the day. We kick things off with a courtroom drama starring none other than our electric car maverick turned Twitter's main character, Elon Musk. A Delaware judge pulled the e-brake on his astronomical Tesla pay package after shareholders threw up the red flag. And sticking with legal matters, a bill on deck aiming to be everyone's knight in digital armor, allowing lawsuits against creators of fake explicit images. Because nothing says 21st century problems like having to clarify, that's not really me in the video. Switching gears, the FBI played tech superhero, swooping in to take down a dastardly botnet. These digital demons hijacked routers across the US with the craft of Volt Typhoon, dodgy hackers with VIP passes to the Chinese Communist Party. The targeted hardware, older Cisco and Netgear models begging for retirement. The FBI's tech tip. It's time to send those ancient routers off to the great electronic recycling bin in the sky. Now let's get fancy with AMD's latest trick. What's the secret sauce, you ask? Fake frames. That's right, the digital equivalent of adding a little extra oomph to your gaming console. Although it's got its limits, get it right, and you could be swimming in battery life or smoothness. Don't get too excited though, as it's about as nuanced as grandma's knitting pattern. Only works well with certain games, and if you've already got the horsepower to run at 60 FPS or better. Meanwhile, our buddy Marques Brownlee has been busy playing with Apple's new Vision Pro headset. You get to make your own persona, sort of like creating a sim but for FaceTime. He even walked us through making these avatars, which might look downright absurd with digital eyewear. And Brownlee's got the scoop. It looks like we might save ourselves some battery juice or gain extra smoothness in games, thanks to these techie tweaks. In the appy world, Bluck Apps must have liked the podcast app Castro so much that they bought it. Castro's promising to keep it real. No massive makeovers or cheeky chatbots, just good old modernization. Are you sitting comfortably? Because it's story time with Samsung's latest leak. We've got secret codes Q6 and B6, likely standing in for the next-gen foldables, Z Fold 6, and Z Flip 6. But wait, there's a plot twist. A third codename, Q6A. The tech streets are buzzing with whispers of a budget-friendly book-style folding phone. Oh, Samsung, you tease. Moving right along with an impressive feat of natural technology. The first ever footage of a newborn great white shark in the wild. But hold on to your boogie boards because this little shark pup might need some skincare tips. Scientists are puzzling over the white goo sloughing off the baby jaws. Is it a special shark sauce from mom? Or could it be the aquatic version of baby acne? Graphics wizards, rejoice! NVIDIA's RTX 4080 Super GPUs just dropped, and Asus is already serving up a Noctua Edition supermodel that's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal with 4 slots and 120mm fans. Start saving your gold coins though, because this beast might cost more than a treasure chest at the bottom of the sea. Tech hearings nowadays are like reality TV for policy wonks, yet it's peculiar who's getting the invite. This time around, no subpoenas for the big chiefs at Roblox and YouTube, despite their kid-heavy user base and moderation mishaps. Instead, we get the rundown on Marques Brownlee's ability to stretch our tech dollars by helping us make smart choices on the visionary front. Rounding off our legal digest, apparently, there's nothing like a shiny new law to make chatbots sweat. New York lawyer Jay Lee discovered this the hard way when relying on that silver-tongued AI, ChatGPT, for case research, landing him in hot water with a defective brief featuring a make-believe court case. Even Trump's ex-lawyer Michael Cohen got dazzled by chatbot charm. It seems in the courtroom of technology, not all that glitters is gold. Remember when TikTok was just where teens did the renegade dance? Now it's all grown up with the average user well into their adulting years. The CEO spilled the tea during a child safety hearing because apparently introspection is all the rage. Even though TikTok aims to feel like a safety blanket with their beefy team, nothing says we care, like rolling out ambitious plans to double down on user protection. Post is upping its game too, with a shiny new layout to make comment hawking smoother than your morning latte. But if you're hoping to dive into nostalgia, Post has decided not only to alert you faster than your bestie can text, but also to throw achievements and shiny badges your way just for being sociable. And finally, for the true crime buffs, here's a chilling headline. A YouTuber broadcasts something so horrific it's straight out of a horror flick. But fear not, law enforcement swooped in like a cinematic hero. and the villain is behind bars, their macabre video tossed into the digital void. Before we close the tab on today's Tech Digest, let's have a brief what on earth moment. Mark Zuckerberg apparently considered an Instagram for kids, but shelved it faster than a hot pot without mittens after sensing the incoming pitchforks. Wise decision, Zuck? Because not all of us get a superhero origin story from the technology we create. All right, peeps, that's a wrap on our high-speed ride through Tech Town. If you enjoyed this bite-sized banquet of news with a side of snark, show that like button some love, hit subscribe, and clang that bell icon harder than a digital blacksmith forging a new meme. Until next time, keep your passcode secret and your curiosity unlimited.